This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Welcome back, children, to Knights of the Old Republic story time with Noney. Why is your hand on her butt?
That's an excellent question. I do appear to be groping my own ass with my grope icon here.
That's inappropriate. This is a story hour. God damn it!
Gropes is inappropriate. That's fair. I mean, I shouldn't have. It wasn't necessarily on purpose.
The name Remains is popular.
It's the most popular name in all of Star Wars.
It transcends species and gender, everything. It's
the Mohammed of Star Wars. Super pops.
I don't know if this droid is hostile or not,
but he's gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how there's a guy shooting you, and you're like, "Nah, I'm gonna get this droid."
All I know for sure is that grenades are easier than questions.
Yeah.
People don't always respond to questions. People always respond to grenades.
Well, that guy's still alive after a thermal detonator.
Yeah.
I don't like
I think
this
he had
at
partial
all.
cover. Wow, all kinds of people getting on this.
A Vulkar cook and bartender.
Wow, these guys are the help. And
I don't get the impression we would have had to fight these guys if we hadn't started throwing grenades.
That is a possibly correct assumption.
I think that 2 or 3 of these people would have spoken to us.
Well, now they're
never
dead.
Know.
I'm not objecting to that.
You're just making an observation.
Yeah, we gauged, you know, we weighed their skin, their skins. We weighed
their skin.
We weighed their sins. We balanced their heart against the feather on the private scale within us, and we found that that their heart was heavier.
I think, though, in the end, anytime you play a character with alignment Godzilla, whatever you do is the right course.
It's true.
Huh?
Something you may also not have known is Noney permanently just glued the her end of the scale down. Hey, it's a waitress. Hey, waitress.
Please don't hurt me. I just serve the food here, that's all. I'm not like these others. I'm not even a black Vulkar. Please don't kill me.
Leaving you alive is too risky? No, that's not what we're about.
Just give me information if you want to live.
Well, all right. I still don't know how much help I can be, but I sure hope you get rid of all the Vulkars. I hate them.
Oh, yeah, sure. We need the prototype swoop engine accelerator.
What? I've never heard of such a thing. I guess it might be in the garage on the lower level. That's where all the Vulkars go to work on their swoop bikes. But I've never been down there. The elevator is protected by a security system. Only the Vulkars are allowed to go down there.
What was wrong with the name speeder bikes?
Swoop is arguably cooler?
Well,
maybe?
Speeder bikes were already a thing, and this game hasn't used them yet. If I'm a Star Wars fan and they said speeder bike race, I'd be like, speeder bike? Let's do this. Get me my speeder bike, please.
But swoop?
As a Star Wars fan, I already know that I'm into speeder bikes. I don't know if I'm into swoop bikes yet. The game is going out of its way to sell me on something new here.
And there will be swoop bike racing that happens before too long, and I will pose a question now. Do the bikes actually swoop? Is there any swooping that is happening?
Because we know they probably speeder very well.
Yeah, they speed. They definitely speed. There is speeding that happens when you swoop.
Yeah, that's true. You do race them.
Yeah, swoop bike races. It's in the name.
I do know that there is a term called a swoop groupie. because I read it on the KOTOR wiki while looking up some unrelated stuff. And the one saving grace to the swoop bike races for me is the term swoop groupie.
All right.
That's fair.
I don't want a swoop bike, but I would like me some swoop groupies.
Swoop groupies.
We could probably get ourselves a couple swoop groupies if we did participate in swoop races. So
I'm looking for a prisoner.
Yeah, we don't have to let our dreams be dreams.
No, that's true.
Public soldier? I heard one of the Vulkar mention her, but she's not here. He said Brejik didn't trust his men around her. I guess she's too important to be a slave here in the kitchens. Getting pawed and groped and kicked and spit on like me. Brejik must have taken her somewhere safe.
Is a Vulkar a species or a gang? I can't remember.
It is a gang.
They're a gang. They're very inclusive. They have a lot of different races.
Okay. Go.
I'm free to go?
That they've enslaved.
You're not going to kill me? I don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you.
Well, you
Killing
listen.
you is too much effort.
I'm just
Godzilla
gonna say,
alignment. She didn't attack us.
She didn't attack us.
It's true. She didn't attack us, and also didn't come out into a hallway where when we were feeling hostile.
Well, we were
Also-
killing everyone else, and she didn't try to stop us, so she gets to live. Only the people who fight Godzilla die.
I feel like that's an inaccurate statement.
Well, yes, only the people who fight Godzilla and all of the people who die as collateral damage.
Yes, the people that live in the city.
Yeah. The people in those buildings that fall, they all die.
Yeah.
I guess I'm really not counting them as people.
They're really statistics, if anything.
Yes, at that point, they're just a number.
On it.
Man,
There
I can't
are
wait till
so
we get
many-
Force Lightning.
Yeah, there are so many
Sorry.
things that you're supposed to do to learn what you do in here, and you're supposed to be like stealthy and talking to people and avoiding combat with those combat drones because they're actually pretty hard to beat. You're really not meant to have infinite thermal detonators.
You don't say.
I mean, it might come as a surprise. But
Weird.
There you go.
Are we good at
cameras.
computers?
Let's take a look at the barracks. Oh, yeah. Let's do that right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you fire off another one? Because of all these...
I wish I could. I'm afraid...
That's a one-time
know.
use thing.
Rec room is done.
I think they should build computers differently. There's nothing you could do to my laptop to make it do that to me.
Shutting down their security system. Thank you.
I mean, a computer's power supply is reasonably dangerous, but I don't think you could get it to arc 15 feet across a room and kill, like, 5 people.
That's a shame,
Not without
though.
a lot of effort. You could probably override a PSU, make it, explode or something like that, and like give somebody a really nasty headache from the loud noise and the ozone smell. But like,
Yeah.
it's probably the worst you're gonna get out of like a modern computer.
It's true. Best case scenario, there'd be a fire.
Yeah, like, I could imagine you doing a feat of remote hacking so extreme that a machine caught fire if you really knew what you were doing and, like, dug down into the fucking BIOS or something like that.
Yeah, you could. I mean, there's a lot of computers that have software that are like built to overclock their GPUs and shit too, right? So you could access that shit, shut down some fans. There's absolutely ways that you could do it, assuming that you could get like absolute control over a computer and like stop it from fail-safing itself off.
I think we, like, if we were prone to guilt as Noney, which I don't think we are.
No, God, no.
Then if we were, we wouldn't have gotten as far as we have.
Do you think Godzilla feels guilty?
No. Godzilla feels two things: asleep and annoyed.
Exactly.
No, but if we were prone to guilt. We wouldn't feel guilty for that computer thing. That is clearly the fault of whoever designed computers to be that way. There's no need for a computer to be able to do that.
We don't even have great computer knowledge. Like we could just do that.
Yeah, like Star Wars computers, they don't do that much. I mean, I guess they calculate hyper jumps and stuff like that, but yeah, I really don't think it's probably hyperspace jumps, isn't it? It doesn't matter, but they calculate interstellar paths and coordinates and stuff, but I don't think this computer was doing that. It was in like a barracks.
Oh, he's down on his knees. Yeah, it was a barracks,
Sorry,
right?
I only fight to the death.
Dark side point gate.
You'll never.
Oh,
wow.
Zalbar, this is only the beginning.
That guy's name was Remains too. Hey, but on the upside, they leveled up.
It's interesting
They've
that
been
every
leveled up for a
species has a word for remains, and it is remains.
Yeah?
And also that they name themselves that, because they know what they truly are.
If you level them up, they'll have more hit points that we can take away from them.
Well, that's true. All right, you've sold me on it.
They might go down less frequently.
Hey, look, we're no longer like menacing the screen because we sent all those people to their inevitable deaths on their path toward the promised land. Auto level up. Auto level up. Done.
It's the meta knowledge is what makes us evil. Yeah, that's.
We are aware of their impending fate.
Yeah.
And still did the kind thing. The quote-unquote kind thing.
Oh, there they are.
Your survival. It was ephemeral. It was short-lived. Oh wow, that guy has so many hit points.
Wow.
Oh, maybe not. Oh no, he just healed himself. That's fair.
Oh my god. You just keep throwing thermal detonators on top of Zalbar's corpse.
Zalbar doesn't die easy when he dies. He screams and face plants tragically.
Man, we just leveled you up too, Zalbar. Come on, man.
Yeah, Jesus. Can't you survive like 5 or 6 thermal detonators? What do I pay you for?
No wonder
That's
your planet got fucking conquered.
Will, in all fairness, this is long before...
That's true. This is like 1,000 years before that.
The Skywalker Ennealogy.
Yeah?
Yeah? Wait.
I'm here.
Man,
Hey,
mission...
I leveled up.
Hey, now...
That's a cause for celebration. More demolition points, more security points, a little more awareness. Let's put another point into computer use. No, it's not a class skill. I already have a good way to persuade.
Yeah. I already have a good way to persuade.
Yeah. Awareness it is. Except I gain sneak attack 4. My persuasion has it has a timer and it explodes.
Concussive persuasion.
Sure, let's see how this... Crawl into the pool and self-destruct. I love
Yes!
it. I don't know why, but we're gonna do it. I'm sure I was supposed to, Oh, right. That's the play. The thing is trapped. And the droid has defeated the traps for us. So
That's awesome.
And get these things.
Oh, we got a whole bunch of cool stuff in there.
Including a new grenade type.
A new grenade type?
Yep. It was a plasma grenade, I believe.
Nice. Too bad it's not as good as a thermal detonator.
Can you imagine like a medical plasma grenade? You just throw it and then it just vomits blood all over you.
What uses would that have?
Well, definitely grossing people out.
Yeah. I don't know if that's enough. Like, grossing people out is not enough of a deterrent.
Some people also just have a naturally horrible visceral reaction to blood, so...
That's
although
true.
I do recognize, for those who are going to be pedantic about it, that blood and plasma are two very different things.
Plasma is part of blood.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
So it would
it's,
probably not even be red.
maybe it is a plasma grenade in the sense of being blood plasma, but it is so pressurized that like the ejected blood plasma just kind of slices you up.
Oh boy.
But, like, okay, how much does blood cost? Because blood cannot be cheap. Like plasma itself cannot be a cheap resource.
Yeah? I'm here.
Like, that's gotta be some serious money.
I guess it depends on whether you're picky about what type of blood.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
It's the garage head.
But even then...
And like, how much you care about whales.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in a Star Wars universe, plasma grenades would be a little easier to deal with.
Just fly to a planet where there are building-sized, docile sea creatures. Then turn all of those sea creatures into grenades, and just never go back there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't imagine what like a wildlife expedition to that world would be like. Because I mean, you would just assume that that's their natural state.
Yeah, that's true.
What, of the whales themselves, or the grenades that they became?
The grenades that they became. Boom.
Oh, back of the head on the floor every time.
Yep.
He never catches himself.
No, you'd think he'd know by now.
It's true. It's not all the deaths that is going to ruin their lives. It's definitely the massive repetitive concussions.
What?
Wait, I'm almost dead again. Wait.
When he gets knocked down but not killed, he flips over backwards. Like, his feet leave the ground, he rotates in the air, and his head strikes the ground in place. And when he dies, he flips over the other way and lands on his face again.
Yeah. We need a special pass?
Apparently.
God damn it, man.
Dude, I forget
Maybe
that.
Wookiees have some sort of spin bladder inside of themselves that gets disrupted.
It's supposed to right them when they fall out of a tree. Like cats.
Yeah, there's some gyroscopic quality to them that gets, like, knocked out of whack whenever they're too near an explosion.
Oh, okay. There were things to kill in here. I was almost disappointed. No, don't you fucking Chuck Norris me.
I'll Chuck Norris you!
Oh!
Ow. You fucker.
We got hurt. They made us bleed our own blood.
You made me bleed my own blood. I'm gonna find 5 generations of your kin and feed them all grenades.
That's gonna cost you a fucking planet, son.
Look, another computer. Can we access it? Oh, yeah.
Slice it. Security cameras. Garage. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to overload the swoop bike because there's nothing left to kill. Oh, that's us. We probably shouldn't overload the terminal.
That'd be awesome.
There's one bot in the loading bay. A bunch of people in the engine lab who look like they're having a grand old time.
They're just having a nice conversation.
Yep. System commands.
Open all security doors!
Doors. There we go. Hopefully
All
that
right.
did the thing that we wanted it to do. Oh look, we got some Pazak cards and the garage head key card.
Nice. How we doing for time?
We're about out.
We're close to out.
We're pretty much
close
out.
to out.
Alright. Well, that is then all the time that we had today. So thank you very much for joining us in KOTOR. Hope that you enjoyed, and we will see you again next time.
Yeah, we'll be back.
When we finish depopulating terrorists of Vulkars.
That's a problem. Like, as soon as, like, when the Sith eventually blow this place up, there's gonna be no one left. We've killed everyone.
It's true.
It's
the
not even a
Jedi that are
tragedy.
still around in the in the universe right now are not going to feel a disturbance in the Force.
That's how we hide. That's how we hide our bodies. We convince another organization to destroy the planet we were on.
Thank you for watching, everybody.
Have a good week, everyone. Don't do anything Godzilla wouldn't do.
Bye.